Hi guys, so I decided to make a video today about some items I've seen for sale on eBay. I've been on eBay for about 10 years now, I guess, buying and selling quite a lot on there. And this is a massive scam. And the strange thing about it is that eBay know about it. Now, what got me interested in this one was the set of projectors that I was trying to buy. They are from China and they're pretty cheap, and they're special because they aren't standard bulb projectors. The bulbs and replacement bulbs cost an absolute fortune normally. These ones are LED bulbs which give out pretty good brightness, but they last for ages, like 50,000 hours. So I desperately wanted one from some guy, and I bought it and I paid for it. It cost me about 40 bucks. I bought two of them. It took a while to get anything from the guy, and he kept saying to me, yeah, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And eventually I got the package from him, and it had a tracking number and everything. And it was a tiny little package, of course, and it wasn't the projector at all. It was just a small set of beads that cost like 10 cents. So he tried to rip me off. Then I went back, strangely, to try and find another projector. And I found this guy here, and it became pretty clear to me that it's actually the same guy who tried to rip off and scam hundreds of people before, and here he is again. Now you can see he's left lots of terms and conditions on his nice listing. This projector is actually much more expensive, but he's been selling a bunch for $40 or $50, and he's sold lots of them, like hundreds and hundreds of these projectors. If you look at his feedback is absolutely amazing. He's got hundreds of feedback, like 150 or something, and he's got top rated seller status. And what that means on eBay is you can basically trust this guy with your life because he's sold lots of items, he sold them all quickly, he's sold thousands of dollars worth of items, and everything has been as described, supposedly. But unfortunately, this is open to manipulation, and that's what this guy has done. So how does he get his numbers so big so quickly? Well, what he does is he sells lots of garbage little items, in normally $1, $2 items people sometimes sell. That puts you at risk because eBay can notice it and think you're just trying to manipulate your feedback. So he's sold $8, $9, $10 items, about 100 of them, legitimate transactions, and they're for garbage little rings, boxer rings, I think they are. They've got little designs on them, and those go for about $8 or $9. He's probably selling them quite cheaply, maybe making a couple of dollars on them. And he's selling them and sending them to people all over the world, and you can see that feedback. And they're all marked private, so that you can't see those now, what it refers to, but they are all referred to rings. And those feedbacks, I think, they're all legitimate. All those ones marked private. And they're probably marked private so that you can't distinguish them as little garbage items. But suddenly you see that he starts having lots of feedback here for items that are like $37. And if you look at who these come from, I think every single one of these feedbacks is made up. They all come from feedbacks from people that have got feedbacks from the same bunch of people. So you've got, if you look at the list, try and memorize some of those there. Super Motorsport, some of those will be legitimate, but you'll see that in fact they get a bunch of them from the same people over and over again. VV Quai, Super Motorsports, they're buying like LED bars that you put on top of trucks, but they're all from the same guys. So you have to ask yourself, why is it then that this one guy we're interested in just now, guy, the guy that's selling this projector that we were going to buy, if he's got like 10 feedback so far just now just from people that have bought projectors, then why is it that all of these people who are supposed to have nothing to do with each other all have feedback from the same sellers? Are you trying to tell me that each of these people that happen to have bought this projector, oh, strangely enough, they've also bought LED bars for their trucks, or they've also bought cosplay costumes from China? No, I think you know what's going on. In fact, these people that are leaving these feedbacks don't really exist, and crucially, none of them have bought these projectors. They're just mythical inventions of these scammers, and they're there to prop feedback up because trust and reliability and buyers' confidence comes from your feedback. Unfortunately, you can't have really good, solid feedback for things like projectors from normal people because they're not going to sell these projectors. They haven't sent any of these projectors. When this guy has a comment and it's marked $37, that doesn't reflect a projector that's been sent from China. Most of these people are supposedly from Canada, these buyers, or the UK. Loads and loads of them from Canada, the UK, maybe the United States as well. But none of these people are real. They're not real. If they were real, then why have you got this really strange coincidence where they all have bought, supposedly, they've bought like 10 items each in the last month or two, all from the same people. So they're obviously all fakes. So I contacted eBay about this and I said, judging by the pictures in the listing, and judging by the way the guy writes his description and looking at the really dodgy feedback that he's got, then this guy's a scammer. It's the same scammer that scammed me, and eBay ends up giving me money back. Now these are the lists of the items that he has actually sold. Many of these will be to actual real people that are not part of the scam, or that they are victims. Look at them. So a lot of them are buy it nows, fixed price. So it says $37 there. See, he sold a bundle. You know, these are thousands and thousands of dollars in total. And okay, you'll have a few false feedbacks that are left in 2 days after the sale. Supposedly an item's gone from China to Canada in 2 days. Of course it hasn't. It's just fake. All of the feedbacks have arrived really, really fast, and they're designed to give confidence to the people who have already bought them and are wondering where the hell the item is. Here are the rings that he sold in the past. So this guy's netted probably about, from this scam, he's probably netted about $5,000. You wonder, maybe, has he taken the money out of PayPal? Possibly, I'd say probably. If he hasn't, he's probably spent it on PayPal. So there's maybe a zero balance there by now. So the people that are really going to suffer from this probably are PayPal, because there's eBay buyer protection. But it is a real pain in the neck. eBay refused. They initially had promised. They said, we think this is a scam, so we're going to give you your money back. But in fact, they said, we won't give you your money back unless you can send us a police crime number, which is pretty rubbish of them. And since I first recorded this video a few days ago, you can see that the guy has done what he did before. He's put his feedback as private, and he has stopped listing any items. And he'll probably know around now that he's not going to sell any more items for $200. So there's no point in having feedback showing for any confidence reasons. And he knows that people will start to realize that they're not going to get the projectors now. They'll start leaving negative feedback, which normally, because of the words they used, would alert other buyers to start a big clampdown, maybe get the police involved. But they won't do that because they'll see the negative feedback show up as a negative, but they won't know what it attributes to. So overall, pretty disappointed with eBay, because I notified them of this weeks ago and they've done nothing about it. And just be careful out there. Think twice before buying from eBay China. You've got a lot more protection at home. And take a very close look at people's feedback. If they've got feedback from people with low feedback themselves, just go through the lists and make sure that they're not all from the same people. Good luck. Take care.